Okay, let's talk streaming in 2024. Where would I stream if I was starting off, and where would I suggest people that are growing to focus their streams this year? I feel like everybody's just gonna automatically assume that I'm just gonna say Kick because I stream there, but honestly, I just can't. Sorry, Eddie. Okay, so I'm not dissing Kick. Coming into 2024, there's nothing really that Kick offers that a site like Twitch doesn't offer as well. Sure, you get more pay. You get the 95.5. You get a little bit more freedom. You don't get forced ads. Those are definitely the benefits over Twitch, but there's nothing that a new creator could gain from starting off on Kick, for example. And I would argue the same about Twitch. If you're starting from day one, nobody follows you, or maybe you have just a handful of followers, but like you don't really get consistent views. You're really starting off in your streaming journey. I would say that Kick and Twitch both don't really benefit you in the ability to learn how to be a creator. The number one site that I would give credit to would be YouTube. Honestly, like the second one would be TikTok at this point. Now, of course, you got to remember, I'm a bit old fashioned. I don't follow fucking feelings. I follow logic. I follow being able to learn the tool that I'm working with. And right now, you really can't learn anything about your brand and presence on Twitch and Kick. You just kind of have to hope that things work out if you're specifically using those sites. If not, the only other thing you can do, which is what most people need to do and what most successful people do, myself included, is we go create content on everything else and funnel people into that platform. Now, I will say that Kick is one of the most rewardable platforms if you can funnel people in, but that funneling part is very fucking crucial. So if you're a new creator, and I suggest this all the time, even while I personally am streaming on Kick, the best way to learn how to be a better creator, how to create content, how to learn metrics and analytics and improve your content to get more people into your streams, the best place to do that, in my opinion, is YouTube. I said this like 4 years ago, and I'm still gonna say it again today. In 2024, I feel like if you're starting off and you take somebody on YouTube that's starting fresh, and you take somebody on Twitch or Kick that's starting fresh, and they're willing to both use the ins and outs of the website, they're not gonna give up, they're gonna educate themselves, they're gonna learn through their failures, I would argue that the person that stays consistent on YouTube is gonna be far better off at the end of the year. Are you gonna get random people that get lucky on Twitch and Kick? Of course. Are you gonna have people that just fail at YouTube because it is tough to start off with? Absolutely. But based off of removing feelings from the platform and looking at it as tools, YouTube offers the best options and the ability to actually learn what you're doing right and wrong so you can grow as a result. But let's not forget that you could just fucking multi-stream. And when you're starting off, honestly, that's my best suggestion. Like, my question is, why not? You don't have a specific community on any platform. You really don't have a niche yet. You don't have the content yet. Why confine yourself to one site? Why not just multi-stream to figure out what site works best for you? Is it more annoying? Sure. But if you're gonna learn how to set it up anyways, you might as well just set it up. And it's obviously good to point out that multi-streaming isn't just gonna mean automatic success for everybody. Some people are going to find a home quicker. They're just gonna find the place where, like, it just clicks more. They're gonna find the place where viewers wanna hang out and support the creator more over all the other sites. But the general understanding about when you're starting off in multi-streaming is you're really not losing out on much. If you don't have anybody in your chats talking to you in the first place, why not multi-stream, since you don't have a chat that is overbearing compared to the others and you don't neglect anybody? I just see so many opportunities where somebody could take a risk at multi-streaming, and while they think that they're gonna do really well on Twitch, in 6 months they could find out that YouTube is actually the best platform for them. And then it's just kind of insane to think, what if they never tried that? Like, what about all these streamers out there, tens of thousands of streamers that still to this day stream on Twitch because they think they have to, but they only stream to like 1 to 5 viewers? What if their thing just meshed well on YouTube and there was a YouTube community for that, and a whole entire opportunity for something else is just being left on the table because they're confining themselves to a site where they don't even have a community on? But throughout time, people grow. Once you start growing and you start leveraging an audience on a site, is it really worth multi-stream? In my opinion, no. I tested it out a couple times just on the idea to test it out so that way I could actually talk about it and figure out who to give the suggestion of multi-streaming too. For me, I'm just not gonna waste my fucking time. And this has nothing to do with the fact that I do have a Kick deal. It's just like, to me, Kick is my home for live streaming right now. It's just the tool that I use for live streaming. It gives me the most in return. I have the freedom to do what I want there, obviously within reason. So it's just like, I don't fucking care to have that desperate reach for views right now. I'm just gonna lock in, letting everybody know like, hey, I stream on Kick. You watch me there live or you don't. It is what it is. But I also do know a handful of creators that have hundreds of CCV across multiple platforms and still use multi-streaming successfully, and they're killing it. So it just really is one of those things that, like, why not just fucking try shit? Because you just never know what might work for you. But let's just say you've really been growing an audience, whether it's on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch. Do you stay on one of those platforms? Do you think you should move over to another platform? Honestly, outweigh your pros and cons. It's not gonna be easy if you do wanna switch platforms, but at the end of the day, if you're not happy on a platform, fucking leave it. Move your community somewhere else. And the people that don't wanna come with you, they're not part of your community anyway. That's one thing that I like always fucking hate, is like these people that are like, you just can't expect viewers to move around with you. You can't expect the people in your community to just watch you anywhere because you're not unhappy. Yes, I can. That's the whole point of me having a fucking community. A community of people that I fuck with and that want to watch me. I'm not here to stream for people that are team Twitch or team Kick or team YouTube. I'm here to stream for people that want to watch me live. And sure, if you're not happy with a particular site that you're streaming on and you want to transition over, you're going to lose some active people. You're going to lose the people that are more there for the platform, of course. But overall, if it's just best for you and what you do as a creator, I've just always been a fan at investing into yourself. It may suck for the time being, but in the long run, I just feel like it pays off. It's weird how like I can connect the dots now. Years ago when I first left Twitch for YouTube, I took a cut at first, but then I figured out how to utilize YouTube, both in streaming and being a creator. And then I was way better off than I was on Twitch. It was scary at first. I walked away from easy fucking money on Twitch, but I just wasn't happy there. I didn't like the updates that they did. I was tired of bitching about a platform that I didn't feel like had my back. So I just wanted to take my community and put my time elsewhere where I felt like I got a little bit more rewarded. Then I tried Kick one day and it was just a blast. And I was able to even outgrow the previous expectations of where I thought I was confined with when I built a brand on YouTube. I was able to be way more me. I was able to push out of gaming and just connect my brand across all the other platforms. If you were to ask me though, like what's the best streaming site in 2024, I really couldn't give you an honest answer. Twitch has like the gaming market, but gaming isn't everything. YouTube has the discoverability. People are gonna argue that it's not meant to be a streaming site, yet it has more live viewers than Twitch does, even though it's not specifically for gaming. It's got great live streaming opportunities. Live streaming isn't just gaming, by the way, if you don't fucking know. You have Kick, the 95.5 is great. It helps creators be more sustainable. On top of that, the new creator incentive program to where you get hourly pay has launched. You also don't get forced ads, which is great. On top of that, it can be more you. You don't have to lean on one side of the political aisle, if that makes sense. I think everybody knows what I'm kind of talking about with that in relation to Twitch. A lot of people do get upset that I don't bring up TikTok for live streaming, and I'm gonna say the same thing that I said about Facebook. I don't have enough experience to actually be able to give my honest opinion. The reality is, I wanted to learn more about TikTok Live. I know there's a lot of great revenue over there. I know that you can really get some crazy numbers over there, although they're not really solid members of your community. You still can, however, grow your stream over there. But the thing is, people like me can't fucking stream on TikTok because I say the word fuck. I say wild things because that's just how my personality is. I get banned on there every 10 minutes and the whole entire dashboard and process is just messy. It's just complicated. At least it used to be. Maybe it's better now. So I'm not saying nay to TikTok and Facebook. Again, I'm a big believer of try everything nowadays. but you're just gonna have to go to somebody else's video to learn more about TikTok and Facebook. I can only just share my experience with Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Overall, to dumb it down, YouTube is tough. It has so much potential for paying off, but you do have to put a lot of work in. You have to learn how the site works, or it's just not gonna work in your favor. As for Kick, it just quite isn't there yet. It does make a lot of people feel uncomfortable. We could get into moral and ethics all we want. Most of these sites don't have a morally ethic background when it comes to funding the sites overall. So that whole fucking argument is just stupid to me. Like the whole idea of stressing about the funding from Stake coming to Kick while Amazon is funding Twitch is silly to me. But nonetheless, I do know that it makes some people feel uneasy, especially from how it's been articulated on Twitter and YouTube from everybody's favorite Twitch creators. Let me just give you the dirty scoop. It's not as bad as what you think. It really is just a live streaming tool. Like, honestly, I would encourage anybody who feels uneasy about it, just come to one of my streams one time. You're gonna see that it's the same fucking experience that you get on any other site. There's not some crazy malicious thing. It's not some evil cult. It's just creators doing things, and the site is just leveraging the growth to give back to the creators. It really is that simple. And then as for Twitch, a lot of people just feel comfortable there. They just don't have the balls to leave because they've grown something there. But it's not a beneficial platform. It is the worst platform in terms of splitting revenue with its creators. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to be a hater. It is quite literally the worst out of any other platform. No other platform takes 50% of your earnings. That is at the bottom of the totem pole. For me, in my view, in what I do, I can't realistically suggest anyone to go out into the world, build their brand, go create content, get traffic on all the other social media platforms, and then funnel that into a site to where they're gonna take 50% of your earnings and then force ads all over your content. It just doesn't logically make sense to me. But I do know that some people just don't feel comfortable testing the other things. And to be honest, they don't fucking care. They're happy there. So in 2024, fuck what all the gurus say. Fuck what everybody says. Try everything out there. Just give it all a chance. Everything. Because no matter what, whether you're a Kick streamer finding a little bit of gas over there right now, thinking you hate Twitch, Twitch could be the next big thing for you because your TikTok and YouTube is popping off. Maybe you worked really hard on Twitch to gain your 10, 20, and 30 viewers. And you think it's impossible to expand out. I've seen countless people in that situation go to YouTube and absolutely kill it. Maybe you just read what everybody else says and you feel like you shouldn't like the site that you're on, but you're happy. Who fucking cares then? Do you? I'm just so over this idea that just because my experience was good down this direction, that it'll just be best for everybody. I can't say that. Nobody knows. You could be the next big thing on something that somebody else didn't do. So the best place to stream in 2024 is fuck around and find out, Bill. Seriously. See what works for you. Try, fail, multi-stream, test this site, test that site, if you even want to. If you're just happy where you are, fuck everybody, man. Enjoy you. Cruise through. Just have fun. Create content. That's the big thing. Content is king, no matter what. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out. Peace. Deuces.